1, 2, 3, 4. I wanna give it to you, boy, but there's a voice in my head that keeps telling me not to let you see secrets hidden inside me. I wanna say it to you, girl, but the words in my head, they don't string together easily. That's just what you do to me. Should be given freely as we breathe.
So right now I'm just doing some morning journaling. I think it's nice to get all your thoughts out before you start a day, just to kind of unleash anything that's on your mind so you can really start your day with a lot of clarity and purpose. Something I've been reflecting on recently is about trust. I always thought that I was a very trusting person, and my dad would always say, like, you're too naive, you trust people too easily. And I think that's speaking on the fact that I really want to see the good in everyone, but I think when I'm reflecting on what trust actually means, I think I'm realizing that I don't think I'm actually as trusting as I think I was. I think I am. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people also feel this way, but I find it very difficult to open up to people, because when you open up to someone, you're essentially giving a part of yourself to them, and it's a very scary thing. And you know, people can be good people, but it still is putting yourself in a very vulnerable place to reveal a part of yourself to someone. And another weird thing that I notice about myself is that for both good and bad things, I don't have the urge to tell someone. Not necessarily that there isn't a desire to do it, but I don't feel comfortable enough to do that, which is very strange, because I think an important part of like forming a really deep relationship is telling people stuff. There's no other way that they can know you otherwise. I think having issues with trust often comes from moments in the past where people have hurt you or you've been let down, and so it's almost like a protective measure. It's something you do to survive now. But I think a life without trust is a very lonely life, and you want to be able to share life with people. So I kind of looked up ways to kind of help start the process of overcoming trust, and I wrote them down. The first one being identify the origin of the wound. So reflect maybe on your childhood, maybe it was with your parents or your friends or your relationship. Who has hurt you in the past that has brought up these walls that kind of prevent you from being vulnerable with someone? The second one is rewrite your story. I'm gonna quote what I read in this article because I really liked how they put it. Every moment of pain or joy in our lives is defined by the story we create about an experience. You have the power to reframe your story about anything that has hurt you. I think that is so powerful. It's taking this moment that you can't change, that it happened, but reclaiming the way it manifests in your life. So you can make a lesson or make something good out of anything that happens to you, if you choose to do so. The third thing is embrace vulnerability. They put a really great metaphor about resistance to trust is like holding your breath. It takes a lot of energy to do it, and it's painful. And when you release it, you're gasping. You're still gasping. That part still hurts because you're taking in all this air that you've really restricted from yourself. But eventually, you're gonna have the ability to finally breathe when you let go. That's the same metaphor can kind of apply to when you're suppressing feelings. Is it hurts to hold it in, but kind of working through it will eventually give you that kind of relief that you're looking for. So we've all been through pain, we have our fears and our worries, but throughout pain there's also love, and the heart is a muscle that gets stronger when you use it.
I'm melting inside. I fly to feel high, so my mind finds the time to slow down.
Everything that we took for normal is being devastated. And instead of reacting You observe your reaction to react. That's one symptom of healing. You're feeling a joyful, energetic body.
And thank you also for talking about generational trauma and how our bodies can hold on to it. Black people worry about a lot of things. We worry about our health, we worry about our loved ones, we worry about our physical safety in this world. So acknowledging that generational trauma and calling us to heal that so that we can heal our current bodies and our minds and our spirits is a very, very powerful message.
Your walls will fall when your tears crawl down the skin that dries.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to do this. I know everything is like stressful right now, so I really appreciate it. So just as a reminder, don't be nervous. This is just a conversation. Don't think of it as an interview. And yeah, so I'll go ahead and start recording.
Slow down, down, down. Lost in our eyelids, we lay silent and pray that someday we'll wake from our slumber and turn to each other to finally say, I need to say this to you. Where walls will fall when our tears crawl down the sky.
My talented friend June is selling prints and my order just got here. I am so excited to open this. She is so incredibly talented and her pieces just evoke a lot of nostalgia and like contemplation, and they're absolutely beautiful. It's just so cool to see people putting their art out in the world because, I don't know, art is very personal, it's vulnerable, and it's just very cool to see her do this. So let's open this. I can't wait to hang it up on my walls. Oh my gosh, got some cute little twine. She even has a little note right here, which is so sweet. Wow. Look. I mean, absolutely stunning. I love it so much. So if you're looking for some amazing art, I will link her art page in the description so you can check it out herself. This is just one of the many pieces that she has. And yeah, I'm just so excited. Thanks so much, June. Honestly, would it be a haircut without a slight sense of impulsivity? My hair has grown out incredibly long. It's like these are where my hips are and this is where my hair ends, so it's basically to my hips. I feel like hair can quickly become kind of like a crutch or a security blanket. You can physically hide your face in your hair, and I think because my face is a lot rounder, I've definitely used my hair to kind of like hide my cheeks. I feel like a lot of us use cutting hair as some kind of like symbolic ritual of a new chapter or letting go, and although a physical thing really doesn't always translate to that mentally, it can kind of just help in that process of letting go of something you've been carrying. Is this a bad idea? Am I going to look 5? Even though I already do. Like anything, be bold. Be bold. I'm just trying to make sure that this is long enough because I'm planning on donating it and the minimum is 8 inches. I feel like my dad is gonna be mad at me in the morning. Rickle frack. Once I do it, there's no turning back. Oh god, I did it. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. What did I Okay. Look how uneven. What is that? Oh my gosh, it's so much lighter. I'm watching Queer Eye right now to cope with the fact that I decided to do this at 2 a.m. after napping inappropriately for like 4 hours. Can I just say I freaking love Queer Eye so much. They just warm my heart. Like, I love Tan. I think Tan is my favorite and Jonathan. But like all of them, I want them to show up at my front door and become best friends with me and then break my heart by leaving. Okay. I'm gonna try and fix the unevenness and I will show you what it looks like after.
I knew from the moment she was begging you to just sing. She'd be my sister and she would be your everything. I looked up to you, brother, even when you lost your way.
In times of anxiety and stress, I'm trying to practice the act of observing how I'm reacting, focusing on my breathing, or kind of looking at the moment from an outside perspective instead of just getting lost in that feeling. But sometimes a little music helps. When somebody loved me, everything was beautiful. Every hour we spent together lives within my heart. And when she was sad, I was there to dry her tears. And when she was happy, so was I. When she loved me.
In the madness of New York City, oh, you found her, and now I know there's hope for me. Yeah, you found her, and now I know there's hope for me. 'Cause love is something you two make me believe.